to make you a slow-cooked onion and sardine pasta. So I've just been slicing my onions. I want them quite thin. See, you can almost see through them. This will help them cook faster and they'll become really jammy. I've been preheating a saute pan, a glug of oil, and also some butter. So a knob of butter, and this is also going to give our onions a lovely flavour. So say about 10 to 15 grams of butter. Allow that to melt and make sure that the heat is not too hot. You just want it on a medium heat. We don't want too much colour on our onions. We want them to be golden but not too brown. So in they go. And the key here is just to slowly cook them. I also like to give the tip of if they start to dry out or start to fry too much, then just add a splash of water and they'll start to steam. So in with a good pinch of salt to season, coat the onions in that lovely butter and oil, and we'll just let them cook. So the lid goes on. Now, traditionally, this dish was done with anchovies, but I've been making this recently with sardines. These sardines are in spring water. They are so good for you. Sardines are high in omega-3, and it's a great protein. I always have some stashed in my pantry for a delicious pasta dish just like this. So I've drained the water off, and I don't want to crush them too much. I kind of want to keep their shape, and we're going to add them at the end. So while we're keeping an eye on our onions, stir them regularly so they don't burn. I'll also chop some garlic. And I don't like to add my garlic with my onions. I want to add them later on so we get that lovely fresh flavour of the garlic. All right, I've been tending to these onions lovingly, and look at this. See how they've cooked down so much? You can see the butter in there. They've got a light golden colour, just right. So in with our garlic, and that's just going to warm through and just cook lightly. And we'll give that a mix. And then now everything comes together quite quickly. Pasta can go into the water, rapidly boiling, as always, a good pinch of salt, and in that goes, and just give that a bit of a mix just to separate our pasta, and we want to cook that al dente. So if the packet says 8 minutes, you want to take it out at least a minute before then. So it's just got a little bit of rawness in the centre because it's going to continue cooking in our sauce. So that's going to take no time at all. I'll also get some Parmesan ready. Grating, you want a good 2 handfuls of freshly grated Parmesan. All right, that pasta is nearly cooked, so let's finish off the sauce. In our onion and garlic mixture can go our cute little sardines. I've just drained it from the spring water, and I don't want to mash them up, so just spread them out. They'll just break naturally in there. I'll also add some white wine, just a tiny splash, and just bring that to the boil, just to cook off slightly. Oh, and the smell of that white wine with the sardines is just delicious. Turn that down and in with our pasta. Now grab your pasta and directly place it into our saute pan. You don't want to be straining it off. It's just easier doing it this way, number one, and also we want that starchy water to go into our sauce because this is what binds it all together and delivers a creamy result. So add a ladleful of that water, give it a toss, and combine all of that so the sardines and the onions scatter around in all that delicious pasta. And this is when I can add my lemon zest. Sardines love citrus, so lots of lemon zest. And to that, I'll add my cheese. So a good handful now, and the rest can go on the top. And again, a good little stir. And that combination of the pasta water and that oil and butter and the cheese will give us a creamy finish. And we're ready to plate up. Okay. So we'll grab a bowl. We'll add a good amount of our pasta. And I'll top it with these beautiful sardines and onion mixture. Look at that. It's just such a smart dish to create because if you think about the sweetness of the onions with the salty savouriness of the sardines, it's just going to work every time. If you're looking for a very quick dinner that's just slightly different from the norm, has a lot of history behind it, then try this dish. It works a treat. I know some people are like, oh, cheese with seafood doesn't work. You know what? There's exceptions to the rules, and this is one of them.